We were pretty famous back in high school. Trust us!
Had a whole future ahead of us, but now we suck.
All that potential now is flowing in the aqueducts.
Through the sands of time, many did forget.
But now our time has come to resurrect. But a podcast?
Sad I know, but can you blame us?
We are desperate to be much more than high school famous.
It's holiday time on High School Famous.
Just that long breathe in. Just, you guys ready for this?
Time to get holidayed. Celebrate with High School Famous holiday time. Hey, we're going to talk about February holidays. Welcome to this week's edition of High School Famous.
There it is.
I am my host, Sean.
What? I'm Matt. I'm confused.
You're confused.
I'm confused.
Meaning he's not confused. I'm completely confused. Before we get started, I have a question. Where do you fall on the topic of separating the art from the artist? Like if you have someone who produces great, name it, movies, music, whatever, but their personal life is on the questionable side, sometimes not on the legal or morally right side. Do you go, well, I can't watch that person's stuff anymore, or I can't listen to that person's stuff anymore? Or do you just say, well, they are not their art?
I think it might depend on
the level of,
like what they've done.
Sure. And whether or not it's just proven or just alleged, maybe. Yeah,
well, that or if it's like morally reprehensible behavior, like, like, I don't know. So like obviously like sexual allegations and stuff like that is different than like, oh, that guy got busted on drug charges.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can't.
You know what I mean?
Drug charges, I think, are not something you can even count because otherwise, almost nobody that's in the public eye would be devoid of that.
True.
The reason I ask is Leo's a big fan of the My Pillow.
Some top tier shit. Holy cow!
He's a
that is you could have asked me to name a million different things of where this might be going,
and it wasn't
the My Pillow guy.
No,
I would have never. Like, I would have gone Sham Wow guy before
Ooh.
My Pillow guy.
Yeah, well, I've never personally...
A lot of bad stuff with infomercial people, apparently.
Yeah, I don't have any experience with a Sham Wow myself.
I don't either. I prefer making things wet.
It's too early for that.
In the episode, or...
Right, yeah.
Okay.
I want to jot it down, but,
Oh, gotcha.
It's too early for that one. Anyway, yeah, he's a big fan of the My Pillow, and obviously we know. And I need to purchase some pillows because we're pretty slim over here. And I'm like, do I?
Okay, so what did he do again?
He just he was a big pusher of the election was rigged and hacked, and he kept he held some rally or seminar or something where he was promising that he was going to reveal all of this data that he has to support this. And then the data he ended up like throwing up onto the screen wasn't really anything. And even people were like, well, people that were there to take the data and investigate it were like, well, I mean, this wasn't anything. It wasn't even data that proved or disproved his theory. It just wasn't in support of anything. It was just nonsense.
It was just random data.
It seems similar to like something like when they like a Rasputin type where they predict that at this day this type of thing is going to occur and then it doesn't, and then they have like an excuse as to why it didn't, or so that's what. So he was. You could say he's using his public image or what his presence to spread misinformation about. I don't know if that's enough to say I'm not going to buy your pillows.
So
Oh, and during the
my
thing,
personal, yeah.
during the thing where it was a long build up at this thing where all these people were gathered, and it took forever for him to actually put anything up on the screen that was related to this. There were lots of things thrown up about all the products that they sell on their website.
Oh, of course.
All the pillows and robes and sheets and whatever else.
So here's my stance on this specific ridiculous situation you're in.
Yeah.
There are so many pillow options in the world.
There are.
No matter how good his product may or may not be, I personally wouldn't go out of my way to support someone like him.
Gotcha.
Like, if I have no choice but to purchase something, like if I desperately need a specific type of product and the only place I can get that product is through some, less than reputable source that's like that, like I don't believe in this guy's views on things, but that's the only place I can get that thing, and I need that thing.
Like grilled chicken nuggets at Chick-fil-A. Like you can't.
Yeah, if I specifically had to get Chick-fil-A chicken for something, I have to go to Chick-fil-A.
Well, of course.
You know what I mean? But in that sense,
like saying if I have to get specifically My Pillow pillows, I have to go to My Pillow.
Well, yeah, but so okay, yeah, that's a bad.
Like if I have no choice but I have to go get ridiculously comfortable pillows. My Pillow is I'm kind of in a corner here.
If the only choice you had was to buy a My Pillow or go pillowless for the rest of your existence, then I would say, all right, Sean, go get yourself a My Pillow. But there are plenty of other great, comfortable pillows out there in the world that will do just as good of a job as a My Pillow.
Yeah. Okay.
That, or what you can do so that you're not. So if you really, really, really wanted a My Pillow, don't go out and buy yourself one now, but figure out what type of thing might be coming up, like a birthday or some sort of a gift giving holiday sort of thing, and just be like, I registered at My Pillow.
Okay, because so for holidays you make a registry.
Well, sure.
Like your birthday's coming up, you have a birthday registry. It's kind of like an Amazon wish list.
Nobody ever knows about it. Nobody ever buys me anything of it.
Yeah.
But in that sense, if somebody else is buying, you can then enjoy, reap the benefits of having a My Pillow without having the moral strain of realizing that you gave his corporation any of your money.
Right. Okay.
But basically, it would be better if that guy just, if his whole company just burned down and everything. Like anybody who's that weird, all those weird conspiracy fucking people, like all that election rigged crap all those people can fall into a ravine.
The Clayton Ravine.
Yep. They won't, and then they don't have to worry about, masks because they'll just be covered in all the other bodies and they won't have to worry about breathing in anybody else's oxygen. Then we won't bitch at them for not wearing masks anymore.
True. Hey, Matt, this episode is going to come out on February 1st, yeah?
Yep. Mm-hmm. We realized that.
Guess what February 1st is?
February 1st is the first day of February.
You're right. Yeah.
What else is it, Sean? Is there maybe, I don't know, some sort of a holiday that falls on February 1st?
There are several. One of them.
Sean, is this the holiday episode?
It is the holiday episode.
Yay, February holiday episode. Shoehorned that transition in.
You ever use a shoehorn?
Yeah.
I kind of like them.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't use them for daily shoes. I would use them just only for
special occasion shoes.
Yeah, dress shoes.
Like anything you would make up a registry for. That's when you're going to use a shoehorn.
Yeah. Not my everyday shoes.
So I'm not sure how far back this holiday goes, but hopefully it's just developed in more recent times, considering a lot of people are working from home, but it's Work Naked Day. That
would not be something I would enjoy celebrating at
your job.
Current job.
Yeah. It's Work Naked Day. And but even if you are someone who works from home, a lot of people have to do conference calls where they're on camera.
There's probably camera filters for that now.
Sure.
that like
Did they
you
put
know,
clothes on you?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure there are. A lot of them focus on face recognition and following the muscular the movements of the face muscles. But
Right.
let's slap a bear shirt wearing a sweater on a naked person during the workday.
Cool. That's going to be a reference that people will understand next week.
Yep.
That's an Easter egg for next week's episode.
Trust me. I was going to ask about what level of comedy I've been doing so far. Or the fact, yeah. Anyway, I'm tempted, but I'm trying to.
Should we lift? Are we lifting the veil?
No, we're not.
You know how much I like it. We talked about it on next week's episode, Sean.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, we've
dumb.
Yeah. Some of these are recorded out of order.
We recorded an episode earlier today and realized that it was going to be released on the 1st, so we decided to record this episode and push that one back. So
yeah, to cover we
might be referencing some stuff that's not going to happen until next week.
This is funny. You know how some of them will say like public holiday, or they'll specify a country that celebrates it on this website. So that one was under holiday type. It was unofficial, and it said in parentheses work and occupation, like it's a work holiday. I like another
unofficial
holiday
work and occupation holiday.
Right. I like another one of these that is on February 1st. It's National Serpent Day, and it says unofficial, and then in parentheses animals. So it's an unofficial animal holiday.
Like animals celebrate it?
I guess. I mean, we are animals, so I guess we fall into that category, even though we like to think that we're not.
Yeah. I mean, but yeah, people think about animals as everything other than us.
I know. That's what, yeah.
Which is what you said, and I just reset it in a different, longer way.
Yep.
I'm going to shut up now.
Cool. I like that. Hey, we know someone that would enjoy the holiday that falls on February 2nd that is not Groundhog Day. It's Play Your Ukulele Day.
Oh, shit.
Unofficial parentheses, hobby and creativity, comma, art and entertainment, and parentheses.
So, hey, Mikey, if you're listening to this when it drops, get out there tomorrow. Start busking with your lele.
Yes. Episode number something or other. I forget.
It's true that it is.
It's the title of an episode, and I don't remember which one. Some of these, it's even now more entertaining for me to scroll over and look at what it says under type of holiday, because it's like National Girls and Women in Sports Day, unofficial sports. It's just like stupid. It's a lot of it's very unnecessary. It's very
it seems like it's a column that doesn't need to exist.
Yeah. I don't know what this means. National Heavenly Hash Day. Also falls on the 2nd of February.
Is that a food holiday?
It's unofficial food and drink. Yes.
Ooh. What is holy hash?
I don't. Well, it's heavenly hash.
Oh, heavenly hash, even better. Like what's
it's so good.
It's so good. Yeah, it's just like you instantly die and go to heaven when you're eating this.
I was going right there.
It's actually poisonous.
Yeah. All right, let's go along. Let me find something good. February 3rd. Oh, this is sad. National Day the Music Died Day.
Oh,
I didn't realize that really happened.
I think it's a reference to something.
Who's that? Who's the guy who's that? The artist that came up with that song, Bye Bye Miss American Pie. And he also did the song about like Starry Night.
I don't remember his name, but I hate that song so much.
Yeah.
And I heard it today.
Oh, you did?
Well, because I watched Black Widow.
Oh, is it in that? Is that the beginning? Or
it's at the beginning, and then they sing it later in the movie.
Oh,
too.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, I'm remembering that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is one of those songs that just got itself embedded into like the bloodline of America, and it's just it's like in the DNA. It's like one of those things that you can't imagine a time it didn't exist. Like when I think of like pre-60s, I'm like, there was a time when there was no such thing as the Beatles. Like. Mm-hmm. Largely considered the greatest, most popular, most famous band in history, and you think there was just a time where there was no such thing as that.
Right?
And it's hard to imagine that because they're their presence is so known and they're just so established as who they are. So,
well, let's just think of stuff that's like that happened like just before our lifetime or during our lifetime. Like there was a time before computers.
Yep.
And cell phones. These are like things that we can't live without nowadays. You know, they're like that's the biggest thing is like the people who've grown up with smartphones is like there was a time where we didn't even have just a cell phone. Like texting didn't exist.
Yeah.
You know, FaceTiming definitely didn't exist. Like
No.
the idea of FaceTime back in the day was still a phone plugged into a wall, but a camera on it in a sci-fi movie.
Yeah. Time travel did not exist.
Right. But the idea of it always has.
Always has. I wonder how far back that goes. I think I
The
asked you this
idea of
before,
time
but-
travel.
Yeah.
You ask me a lot of questions I don't know the answers to.
Right. That's the fun of it.
Mm-hmm.
This one is very vague. It's National Day. Friday, February 4th, 2022 is National Day. Now, this is only if you're in Sri Lanka. So
is it National Day or is it National Day?
that's, I don't know. Ask a Sri
Like-
Lankan. I don't know. You ask me questions I don't know the answer to.
Mine was more. It was rhetorical. I want to make a game show called Ask a Sri Lankan.
That would be very. You'd run out of stuff, I think, pretty quick.
Well, it
That one's a long-running game.
It wouldn't have anything to do with it. Like the game show would just be like a normal game show.
But why?
It's like be like a millionaire or whatever, where you have lifelines, but your
Sure.
only lifeline is Ask a Sri Lankan.
So that is
They might not know.
So there is something. There is an element to this game show that involves someone from Sri Lanka, right?
Like they would have somebody that was Sri
Okay.
Lankan that's there on set.
Okay, because you said it wouldn't have anything to do with it, so I thought maybe you just wanted to have a game show.
Well, no,
where
I didn't
people
mean it.
ask trivia
It
questions.
had nothing to do with Sri Lankan specific questions. It would
Gotcha.
just
But they're
be
just there,
here's a normal
like, hey, let me
typical
try.
trivia question. I don't know the answer to it. I'm going to ask the Sri Lankan.
There we go. That's maybe just quirky enough to be a thing.
It's just stupid.
Friday, February 4th also is National Thank a Mail Carrier Day. When's the last time you
Oh.
thanked your mail carrier?
I have never seen my mail carrier.
Oh,
My mail carrier comes throughout the time I'm at work, so I have no idea. And living in an apartment, there's less of a chance of bumping into them.
you know what though? It doesn't have to be in person. You could leave a note in your mailbox.
You're right. What day is it?
It's Friday, February 4th.
4th. Okay. I'm writing it down so that later I will remember that I didn't do it.
Gotcha. So when I forget to ask you about it later, you will know to answer that you did not do it because you know specifically you didn't do it because you wrote it down to not do it later.
I literally actually want to write just a nice little note. Just say like Happy National Thank a Mail Carrier Day. Thank you for your service. Yeah, bitch.
Ooh. I was going to say I was getting a little disappointed with the February holidays so far, but
Oh,
one just popped up. This is not it, but Saturday, February 5th.
thanks then.
Ooh, that's interesting too.
I'm not even going to talk about it though.
This one's interesting too, but let me get to this other one first. World Nutella Day. Are you a Nutella person? I don't even know if I've ever had it.
No, I'm a human person, but
Okay.
not a huge Nutella fan.
Remember,
It's fine.
Next week, you tell me that I bring the humor. So I would just stop trying to.
I love future referencing ourselves.
I know. Is it better
Can we-
or worse than
I want to record like this every week.
Yeah, I know. We should record 2 episodes a day, and the whole point is
And release
You know
the second one first.
that could be the shtick of the show that we should have found at the very beginning. We
We
record
could've.
2 episodes a day, and we make a point to post the second episode first.
And
So we can
constantly reference the
reference
previous.
what's coming up.
Oh, that's so good. I love that.
Okay.
I mean, that would probably get old really fast, but I think it's something fun to do every once in a while.
You know what's getting old really fast? Us not doing that. So Saturday, February 5th is also National Shower with a Friend Day. And that's unofficial, and the category is fun.
I would hope so.
The category is fun and joy.
I mean, I would hope it's unofficial. If they officially made that a holiday, there's some questionable tactics going on in the government.
Yeah. Well,
but
there aren't.
I mean, well,
it's good to know that there's nothing. There's nothing.
There's a line
on at the government.
There's a line they're not willing to cross.
We don't mess with holidays.
Yeah. What? Yeah. Have you? What? No. I mean, shower with a friend. Who?
I mean, I would only be interested if it was with someone of the sex that I am attracted to. I wouldn't be like, yeah, hey Matt, let's indulge in some shower with a friend day.
Unless it was a situation where it was I'm trying to make this work. If you were on fire
on the February 5th.
If you were on fire on February 5th and I needed to get you to not be on fire anymore.
This doesn't make sense. Why would
but you aren't able to do it yourself? I don't know. I'm trying to make it work.
Right. If you're assisting me to get to the shower, I stand in the shower, you turn on the water, you don't have to do anything else. You don't have to get in with me. So I don't know what you're doing here.
I don't have to, Sean, but I do it because I want to help you no longer be on fire.
Okay.
It's the quickest way. Also, how am I assisting you?
And roll.
How am I assisting you to the shower while you're on fire?
Yeah, I'm on fire.
Go on, Sean.
And you throw my arm over your shoulder and you walk me to the shower. And
that's why I also jump in the shower, Sean, because now I am also on fire. Yeah. And I'm not going to be like, hey, in this situation, we're going to take turns.
Because
you wait.
How agonizing for the
just a second, I'm almost done.
Yeah. I'm almost.
I accidentally turned the hot water on.
Yeah. And we just abandoned the whole stop, drop, and roll advice that is tried and true.
The ground was also on fire.
Oh, that's the problem.
Yeah, it would have been terrible. We were in the middle of an active volcano that has a bathroom.
Luckily, I was going to say, luckily the shower survived this environment. I'm already
very thick lead pipes.
I'm already liking this episode a lot better.
Don't do that. People aren't going to want to tune into next week.
Next episode, it's great. It's threat level.
Yeah, it's just fine.
Green. Also February 5th. Maybe this could help with the fire situation. Oh wait, no.
National Pee on a Friend Day? What?
No. This is I got confused. It's Shower with a Friend Day. Fire doesn't have to be part of it. So
okay.
But ice cream for breakfast day.
Okay.
This also is under fun and joy and food and drink.
Highly recommend don't celebrate those both at the exact same time.
Shower with a friend and ice cream for breakfast?
Yeah.
Just,
ice cream in the shower.
I'm scrolling. Oh, there is breakfast in the shower day. No, there's not that. Let's see.
Shower with your breakfast day. There's breakfast with a friend day.
National Lame Duck Day. Now, lame duck, as we know,
refers
to a president who is serving their last term and is not able to be reelected because it's their second term. So
also a duck with a limp.
Correct. I don't know to which this holiday is referring.
Right.
Because
why would you want to celebrate a president that can't be reelected? Like, what's the point of celebrating?
Hey, good job. You were president. Great job, president.
You achieved your goal of being president. Maybe not all your goals of what you promised to do as a president, but hey, you did a thing. Good job, you.
Okay, this next one is serious.
Oh, no.
Lame Duck Day falls on Sunday, February 6th, I should say. But also on February 6th. And why this is a one day thing I don't know. It's International Day of Zero Tolerance for Female Genital Mutilation.
Wow.
That
is intense.
It's intense. And
very specific.
But yeah, any other day of the year, you decide your level of tolerance.
Yeah.
Internationally.
I mean, typically it's mild tolerance.
Yeah.
But, zero for one day. I mean, we can't expect too much.
What, I'm not allowed to have tolerance for it on that day? Is that what they're saying?
Ooh.
What if it's the female's choice? Am I supposed to not be tolerant of their right to choose that?
Well, you have every right to feel that way because I mean, look how many people in the world are intolerant to so many other things that people have the rights to do with their own bodies.
People get piercings, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
Is that under that category? Is that considered mutilation?
I would not consider that mutilation.
No,
because mutilation to me is like it can no longer function properly, or at least it can no longer visually represent what it was originally representing.
Sure. It's unrecognizable.
Like piercing your face, I wouldn't say if you say pierced your nose, I would still recognize you as Sean with a pierced nose.
Sure.
If you were to cut your nose off, you could easily not be as recognizable as Sean, and you could also never pierce your nose. Right.
I mean, I could if I kept the nose.
True. For a while, anyways.
Yeah. There's a period where I can kind of have my way with it.
Zero tolerance.
All right, moving on. That was a heavy one.
Yeah, that was. I agree though. That should be every day. That is not. That should something like that. There's no need. Don't make a holiday for something like that. Let's always just
Zero
practice
tolerance.
that every day.
Right. Zero tolerance. 365 and a quarter days a year. Matt,
I don't know about the quarter.
What?
I don't know about the quarter. I mean,
that's
have a little bit of time for rest.
That's the purge.
Yeah. I go mutilation crazy for those 6 hours.
You don't need to create more reasons for women to want to keep you away from that area. So, Matt, what would you say is the tolerance level when it comes to alcohol for your football that you own? 3 drinks in and it's losing its faculties?
I'm so lost with your question.
Spalding,
my football. What's my football's tolerance level to alcohol?
Yeah, how many drinks in before you need to be the one taking care of it? You know what I'm saying? Your football.
Are we talking American football or?
It's it just says national. So
so it's American. If that's an American holiday.
Yeah.
3. I have no idea what I'm supposed to say.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
just a number, just 48. What's 64?
Wow.
It's divisible.
It's very divisible. Oh, look what you did. This is so stupid. Because Monday, February 7th, Matt, is National Football Hangover Day.
Okay. So I have to get my football drunk the day before?
Correct. So it has a hangover.
Or the night before.
Sunday night. During what could is that when the Super Bowl is?
Oh.
Is the Super Bowl on the 6th of February this year?
There you go. That would make sense.
I figured it out. I know sports.
So it's not the football specifically giving a hangover. It's just the hangover after the football game. We are not sports people.
I comedically misinterpreted.
People.
I comedically misinterpreted the title of the holiday.
Did you intentionally comedically misinterpret it, or you actually just comedically unintentionally?
No, I purposefully presented it to you in a way that suggested that I misread what the holiday means.
Gotcha.
Like I really think that you can get a football drunk, and a football can then suffer a hangover the next morning. This one is you have to do a sequence of things.
Okay.
And in the right order. Because Tuesday, February 8th, my friend, is Laugh and Get Rich Day.
Ooh. If it was only that easy.
Right. And wouldn't you want to get rich and then like laugh like you're laughing at the fact that you are now rich enough to maybe not work, or maybe you're deshackled from some of society's shackles? Why would you deshackle from anything else?
True. I mean, I think there's no, specific order in which you have to do those things. You could laugh first, then get rich later.
I mean, to celebrate properly, it does say to laugh and get rich.
Yeah,
although, it's just suggesting that you have to do both. Really, it doesn't say laugh then get rich.
True.
This is the whole sign and drive thing.
Yeah. I was about to reference the same thing. The sign then drive commercials.
It doesn't say sign then drive. It says laugh and get rich.
Yeah.
I skipped one that is a little strange. Day off for Constitution Day. Does that mean that it's not actually Constitution Day, but maybe you just get the day off because it's a Monday?
Is it talking about like the Constitution or like your Constitution?
I don't know. It's Mexico.
Oh, skip it.
So it's probably not referencing. No days off. Just kidding, Mexico.
Yeah, we have. Somebody's listening down there.
You can have days off,
or has.
They're beneath us.
Well, technically, location wise, not not status wise, location wise.
Although
that was really close.
We dodged a bullet with that one. You can't really say it though.
HR almost heard about that. Okay.
There's not like an actual up and down in space. So can't really say that the country of Mexico is geographically below the country, because we're just showing the map that way. And we're saying that north is up toward the top, the North Pole, whatever, and Antarctica is the southern point of the Earth. But even like gravitationally, that doesn't make any sense. There is no up and down.
I suppose that's all. Wow, interesting to think about, because the fact that we literally just decided what the orientation of the Earth was.
Yeah. There's no
the whole thing could be this way or completely upside down. Yeah, interesting. Well, okay, so according to the way we have orientated the Earth,
on maps,
is orientated acceptable? Oriented? No.
I don't think oriented is a word. I think it might be orientated.
That's dangerously close to a different word.
Right. Let's not get too ornamental here.
According to how we've decided to display. That's then yes, Mexico is below us. But yeah, that's really true. If we could flip it all sideways, we could flip it all upside down, and it would all do the exact same thing. It doesn't matter.
I know.
We just decided what the northern hemisphere and southern hemispheres were.
Yeah,
they could be east and west hemispheres for all we know.
Because no matter what, because it's funny, you talk about the north. You talk about the North Star, right? Anywhere you are in the world, you're looking up at the sky.
Yeah.
So if you're down in Australia, to us, you're looking down at the sky, but they're looking up at the sky for them. So it's
right.
There's no up and down in space.
Well, I suppose it was probably all just oriented that way based on the the magnetic pull of the North Pole and all that shit.
Probably.
Yeah.
Here's one.
I think we figured it out.
I think largely this is a stupid holiday to have in a month like February for those who suffer colder climates. Tuesday, February 8th is National Kite Flying Day. I don't know who's going to go outside and fly a kite where we live.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And some wintry days are decent out here. And I mean, I think winter honestly sometimes is a great time to fly kites because the wind has less restriction through
the trees
and whatnot. Yeah, so I think there's just better wind flow maybe.
Okay, all right. Well, Matt, I'll be expecting you'll take some photos of yourself flying a kite on Tuesday.
I wouldn't even begin to know where to find a kite.
I'll
have to steal one off a kid
who's probably going to be out flying a kite that day.
Of course, kids love
kites. You'll have your pick of kites that day.
Yeah,
by golly.
Yeah. Get out of here, kid.
Now, we don't want to reach a complete level of safety here on Tuesday, February 8th as well, but we want a safer Internet Day. We want it to be safer,
Yeah.
but we don't want it to be completely safe. Otherwise,
No.
what's the draw to the internet? It's that edge, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I
It's
mean,
that edge.
we all know what the internet's for.
Right.
That's
for
why I'm not
shopping.
currently wearing pants.
It's for shopping.
Shopping for very dirty stuff.
Now, hopefully,
OnlyFans.
this is not describing what they were feasting on, but in Malta, February 10th is Feast of St. Paul's Shipwreck.
Yeah.
I mean,
how many times can you celebrate that before there's nothing left to eat?
I know.
Talk about portion control.
Especially if it's annual. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, you could do 3 or 4 times. I don't know how many people are there, right? If you have enough people there to eat the entire shipwreck in one sitting, it's a one-time deal.
And also, obviously, we're being idiots, but why celebrate a shipwreck?
Well, my guess would be it's that it was of their enemy. St. Paul was their enemy.
Maybe.
In Malta.
So let's celebrate that what time we
celebrate the death of another human.
I mean, we do that all the time.
This sounds disgusting, and I hope it's referring to just the frosting, but I would hate it anyway. It's National Cream Cheese Brownie Day.
Ooh, that sounds great.
Okay, we are in...
Cream cheese is fantastic. You're a monster.
We have differing opinions on that.
You are a monster. Let's do this thing.
You a monster.
I didn't even intend until I said it the second time. I'm like, oh, that's an old school reference right there.
It's a happy accident.
Cream cheese is fantastic. You are a monster, and you should feel bad.
I bet you I would feel bad after eating a bunch of cream cheese.
Well, yeah, you don't eat a bunch of it. You eat the right amount.
If I did that, if I did that on Friday, February 11th, I might fall under the
National Shit Yourself Day.
World Day of the Sick. World Day of the Sick.
We celebrate the sick.
Yeah. Ooh, I like National. Also on February 11th is National Don't Cry Over Spilled Milk Day.
Oh,
I mean,
has anybody? Please, somebody tell me. Has anybody ever cried over spilt milk?
I'm sure like, a very young child or a baby.
Yeah, that must be what it's referencing then.
Either
like
their
babies.
milk got spilled and they don't get to enjoy their milk, or they're sad because they spilled milk and it was not something you're supposed to do, and you're going to be in trouble, or
When you say their milk,
the milk they were served.
Okay, not the milk
meal.
they produced.
No, nope.
All right, just wanted to make sure.
What else? National.
Or does it just mean don't cry over the top of the spilt milk? Like you can,
like we don't want to mix milk and tears.
You can cry over, you can cry over there. Don't make that milk all salty with your tears. Nobody wants salty milk. This spilt milk here is perfectly fine. We can still serve this, but then you cried into it.
Another one. National Cream Cheese. No, I'm sorry. Never mind. Not cream cheese. Just National Cream Filled Chocolates Day.
Do you enjoy a cream filled donut?
I don't usually have.
Or was it cream filled donuts or cream filled chocolates? I don't remember what you said.
It says chocolate.
Okay, that's even weirder. All right. Well, either way, I'm still going to ask that. So, no, you don't really care for cream filled donuts?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
No,
people like go crazy for them. I'm just like, no. Like to me,
I want my donut to have that perfect sized hole.
Yep. Yeah, you do that. No, my go-to donut is just a regular old glazed donut. Like that's it. I love them glazed. You love them whole. You love them with the perfect hole. I love them good and glazed.
I mean, give me the chocolate icing or frosting or whatever.
I don't care for that. Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of that either. I don't know. I like an old fashioned or just like a fried glazed.
Old fashions are good.
Old fashions are great.
They're tremendous.
What about do you like those? I think they're called the crullers or whatever. Those really kind of like, they kind of got like a weird little like rigid kind of design all the way around, but they're really like light and fluffy.
Oh yes,
those are good too.
Those are amazing as well. Although sometimes I can't justify it because I'm like, it's the same price as this giant dense donut.
Yeah. And then I eat this and I'm just like, that didn't do nothing for me.
It's like what some people would
50% air.
It's like what some people would say about a Three Musketeers. Like it's just light. It's just light, airy chocolate filling inside of a chocolate outside.
Yeah.
Like it's a waste of candy bar. I like.
I'm not a big fan of
that.
They're like they taste all right. I'm just it's never like go to the store, look at the candy aisle, and be like, yeah, Three Musketeers. That's what I want.
Okay, let's move along. Singles Awareness Day.
Ooh.
Be aware of them.
Be aware of them singles.
Yeah.
Talk about
like
single people or dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Tuesday, February 15th.
The movie singles.
Coincidentally, it's the day after Valentine's Day is Singles Awareness Day. Like all the people who are in happy relationships went out and had a great time, and now they're like, let's talk to our single sad friends and remember them.
What a missed opportunity. That should be celebrated the day before Valentine's Day. Let's be aware of the single people before Valentine's Day. Maybe if we're all aware of like, hey, this person's single, maybe then they don't have to be single anymore and they can go and celebrate Valentine's Day together. Fucking misstep on that holiday placement. I'm furious.
I can tell.
Anyways.
Yep.
If only there was a color that I could be so upset about too.
A color scale that measures the level of emotion I'm feeling about this holiday placement.
Yeah.
Okay, Matt. Wednesday, February 16th. I hope you always remember to do this. It's National Do a Grouch a Favor Day.
Do a grouch a favor day.
Yeah, because they deserve any grouch out there deserves like, favors being done for them. Because I'm sure they're very nice and appreciative when they treat you afterward.
I think the only favor I would do for a grouch on that day is like, I don't know, like help them plan their funeral.
I would say help
facilitate their funeral.
Help get their funeral underway.
Off the ground.
I need to get my funeral off the ground. Well, that's really not how funerals work.
Yeah.
You go in the ground.
Let's get this funeral off and running here. Let's get this thing going. Get it into second gear.
I hate writing.
As they say.
I hate writing by hand. Here's a very specific one, Matt. Friday, February 18th happens to be National Crab Stuffed Flounder Day.
Oh.
Like, you know what's not? You know what? There's enough in this seafood.
Yeah, I mean, and you know how much I love flounder and crab.
Maybe it's like this.
It's the turducken of seafood.
It is. It's the craflounder.
We need to find another thing to throw in there.
In front of flounder. I didn't call it crounder. I didn't call it crounder day or like flab.
Well, turducken. The word duck is just in there.
What? Oh,
turducken.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, turducken. It's just
Well, you could kind of spin it and say, okay, the D and the U are in there, but then we use the CK from chicken. We didn't cheat here.
Which is probably what they were like doing, and then not really realizing that the word duck is just there.
Yeah, I'm sure they didn't see that at all.
Yeah,
but I would call this, in the spirit of the turducken, I would call this dish flab.
Flab.
Yeah.
What if we were to add? So if we wanted to go straight up full on turducken, then what would we put inside? What would we put inside the crab? So you got to have the smallest thing, then the crab, then the flounder.
Well, another common seafood is like lobster, right? Or maybe you could do shrimp.
Yeah, I would think it would have to be shrimp because it's got to be something smaller than crab.
Okay, so
yeah, go ahead.
Crimp, crimp pounder. So wait, so the turducken, sorry.
Yeah, turducken is a completely different dude.
Turducken is kind of like
turkey, duck, chicken.
Yes, I know what it is, but I'm saying it's larger bird, middle bird, smaller bird, right? So
it's chicken stuffed inside of a duck, stuffed inside of a turkey.
Okay, so we're talking about shrimp stuffed inside of a crab, stuffed inside of a flounder.
Yes.
So we got to go flounder name,
Yep.
crab name,
Crab.
shrimp name.
Shrimp. Yep.
So that's tough. Like flow crimp.
Can I have me some? I'd like to order the
Whoa.
flacrimp.
Give me the flow crimp with lemon.
That sounds fancy. I'm gonna get that too. Oh, you won't like it. It is not good.
Would you like that seared or breaded? I like me some breaded flow crimp. I already forgot what it was called.
Can you just turn it directly into feces? Because
I want to skip the part where I eat it and digest it. I just want to throw it in the toilet and be flushable. So can you give me a flushable flow crimp, please?
Can you turn it into a paste?
That's like refried beans.
Oh, I love refried beans.
No way. Gross.
Oh, they're so good.
Pre-chewed beans is what I call them.
They're not pre-chewed though.
They sure look like it.
They're just fried and then refried.
All right, we're getting along here. You know, I found a replacement for my son's birthday. Something more important to celebrate.
Yep.
Sunday,
Found
February 20th is to me no longer going to be my son's birthday. It's going to be Hootie Hoo Day.
Hootie Hoo Day.
Hootie Hoo.
Is there an explanation behind this one?
I can click on it, but let me just see what this says. Unofficial. I gotta expand this to be able to read the whole thing. It's cut off.
Romance.
No. That'd be weird. Where'd you go, Hootie Hoo Day? Oh, weird and obscure.
I knew that without you reading it.
Yeah, well, the word obscure was cut off, and I couldn't. All I could see was OBS. I'm like,
weird abs.
Hootie Hoo Day is a day that is celebrated every year on February 20th. It is a day designed to help people overcome the wintertime blues and to prepare them. Wintertime.
No, designed to.
Oh, it's designed to, yes. Help people overcome the wintertime blues and to prepare them for the coming of spring.
Ah.
We don't need a stupid holiday for that. We do it every year. Although this holiday might seem like a joke holiday, it is an actual holiday that was created and copyrighted by Thomas Roy, a guy that has a guy that has created over 80 different holidays. Oh, so then it's real. He's made up a ton of crackpot holidays, so we know this one's legit.
Yep.
Many of them quite unusual, such as Bathtub Party Day.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Thomas Roy.
All right.
He's
Dude,
my new
okay.
hero.
Yep.
Okay.
Legit. Cool.
Yep.
Hootie Hoo Day. I'm for it now.
I'm no longer disputing.
I got one over.
I'm no longer disputing the legitimacy of Hootie Hoo Day.
Dude's amazing.
Dude.
Did he also do Shower with a Friend Day?
It doesn't. Well, I would have to look up his full list of credentials. But the other example they gave was Answer Your Cat's Questions Day, which we have not covered. I don't know what part of the year that falls.
Oh, I can't wait. My cats have so many questions.
Yeah, and you have been waiting.
Piling up. They're piling
I just don't know when to answer them. Dude, I'm so glad I read that.
That's awesome.
Okay. It might replace my son's birthday now that I look at it.
I mean, if it doesn't, I'm going to start planning your funeral.
Yeah, get it off the ground. This is weird. Monday, February 21st, International Mother Language Day. A little bizarre.
What would be considered the mother language? I'm thinking of like
Zion or something.
The mother language, the motherland, the mother language.
I mean, is it Hebrew? I mean, hey Matt.
I mean, I don't know.
Don't give yourself too much to do on Tuesday, February 22nd, because that is single tasking day.
Oh,
you want to tell that to your boss when you come in Tuesday morning on the 22nd. Hey, you know what? I need one thing to do.
Yep.
And I may or may not get it done.
That's the other thing. This is the only thing I have to do all day. I don't promise to finish it. I just promise to be doing it.
Another national day in Brunei, February 23rd. Let's see.
I like how you pronounce the names of countries. It's so great.
Is that wrong?
It's Brunei or like Brunei. Yeah, like you're like Brunei. It's just Brunei.
I've never seen it or pronounced it before. I just gave it a shot. God, jeez. Okay. What the heck is that? Romania. Romania? Nice. Nice.
Want to go on vacation in Italy?
Good one, me.
Yeah.
Okay, don't flounder out like this, February. Give me another good one. To close it.
Flounder.
Yeah.
I think there's a better.
Shall there.
I think there was a better way to say than just to say flounder. You could have said, what was it? Flocrimp.
Flow crimp.
Flocrimp. Don't
Saturday-
flow crimp out like this.
Saturday, February 26th is World Sword Swallowers Day.
Oh,
It's a very high rate of death on that day.
probably.
Yeah.
Now, do you consider sword swallowing to technically be swallowing?
No.
Because obviously the act of swallowing would be to constrict your esophagus, which is the last thing you want to do when you have a sword down your gullet.
Hence the high number of deaths on that day. Yeah.
But also it's not like the sword goes in all the way.
Right.
Anyways, like when you swallow something, it's gone, it's down, it's in.
Yeah.
Like the sword is still you still have the hilt of the sword out of you. Do you consider the hilt and handle of a sword to be part of the sword, or is the sword just the blade?
It's
Because
the whole
if you're
thing.
if you're gonna describe us, if you're like, hand me that sword, somebody's not gonna just hand you a blade with nothing to grab onto. It's the whole thing.
Yeah.
So sword swallowing debunked.
Yeah, they're giving a false representation of what they're doing.
Yeah, I'm really tired of all these sword swallowers being on their high horse
Let's just
with
call it what it is.
their claims.
Let's just call it sword deep throating.
Yeah. Also, bad idea to be on a horse while swallowing a sword.
I mean, it's a bad idea to swallow a sword ever.
Oh, yeah.
On a horse is inconsequential, I think.
I mean, I've never, I don't make any, tall claims about my gag reflex, but I want to think it's pretty good, but it's not good enough to swallow a sword.
Okay. Why do you want to think it's pretty good?
Because I love to boast.
I want it out there that.
Yeah. Just so everyone, for the ladies.
I will tell
Just so
you.
you ladies know.
My gag reflex is pretty bad.
Yeah. I don't know where I was going with agreeing with you on that at all. I'm like, wait, I got to stop myself right now. I was going to be like, yeah, it is.
It is. Oh, I remember that.
terrible.
I remember.
I've been there.
You gave me a ride to the doctor when I got that strep test, remember? Because someone can't dry themselves if they might have strep.
Yeah. Good save. Oh, God.
Phew. Yeah, I don't know if there's any other ones worth reading for February.
Well, I mean, considering it's the shortest month, there was some pretty good ones in there. Quite the list, as it were.
Yes.
As it were.
Yeah, as it stands. I mean, I will say the one that makes the most sense is Sunday, February 27th is No Brainer Day.
Why does that make the most sense?
It's in the name.
Because it's a no-brainer.
Yes. Wow, I can't believe that flew over you like that.
Sounds like I'll be celebrating that day.
I need to get your funeral off the ground.
I'm celebrating that day a whole month early.
Yeah, exactly.
Wonderful.
Okay.
I'm an idiot.
Well, we learned about a lot of fun holidays. We learned about Flocrimp. We learned about Brunei and Romania. So,
and little bit of information about the My Pillow guy.
Yeah. Also, high school. Bye.
Bye.
We are on TikTok now, which makes us even cooler. HS Famous. Find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at HS Famous Pod. Email us directly at highschoolfamous@gmail.com. We have Patreon too, but you'll never go there. Altogether, our hearts beat as one.